So transactions means a small unit of work, a small unit of logical work.
Are you
And
sharing your screen?
yeah, I'll share my screen.
Okay.
Okay. A small unit of logical work which consists of set of operations. So if all operations are done, then only we can say transaction is completed. All transactions or every transaction in RDBMS should follow ACID properties: atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. Atomicity means this guarantees that transaction committed only if all the operations are successful. All the operations are successful. Atomicity means where all operations are successful. So only when all operations are successful, you can say transaction is completed. Else, transaction is not completed. Okay. Next,
Yes, sir.
consistency. Consistency ensures that to make sure our data is consistent, to make sure we are sending right data, consistency says apply the locks. Okay. See here, consistency is nothing but providing correct data to the transaction to ensure that which this SQL server provides a locking mechanism. Okay. Locking mechanism eliminates concurrency problems. Concurrency means at the same time, if we are able to give the input, same input, SQL server does not understand to whom it has to be served. Okay. It gets into a confusion. That confusion is called as deadlock. Okay. When it gets into deadlock mode, when it gets into deadlock mode, when there is a concurrent request, parallel at the same time request for the same thing. Got me? Let's say you are there, you all ask me different questions at the same time. You got me right? Requirement. If you are all asking, let's say I'm the server, you are asking multiple people, multiple requests at the same time, where there is no even millisecond gap, then the server gets into confusion to whom I have to answer, then gets into a deadlock mode. Now there are a lot of um, techniques implemented behind. These are all behind the screen. Okay, there are a lot of techniques implemented behind the screen to make sure these things are entered into queue and pick one by one. Lot of things are there, but still, when there are a concurrent requests, then server gets into a problem. See here, locking mechanisms are eliminated. Because of locking mechanism, these concurrent problems are resolved. You getting me?
Yeah, but how do we get like a concurrent request?
See, when there is a server, we
Uh-huh.
don't know how many people are using the server.
Using.
At the
Okay.
same
Okay.
time, how many are requesting to the server, correct?
I see. Mhm.
Okay. So those things are addressed or handled by locking mechanism.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
This eliminates that concurrency problems and provides consistency. So how to implement these locks? Locks are implemented at different levels. There are different level locks, and we don't care about this. We don't do so much about this because SQL Server has a lock manager internally that will take care of applying the locks. Okay, that will take care of applying the locks. One is database level lock, one is table level lock, page level lock, row level lock. So we usually use table level lock if required. Page level lock. What is this page level lock? Whenever you have lot of records, whenever you have lot of records, whenever you execute your query, it will, let's say you have 10 lakhs records. Okay. 100K records are there. 100K records will not show at a time. 100K records will not show at a time. Whenever you execute a query, it will show first 20K, 20,000, next 20,000. So that is page. First 20,000 it will pay. Again, you have to scroll down. It will take a moment. Again, we have to scroll down. Okay. So that is page. We have database level lock, table level lock, page level lock, row level also we can have lock. There are four types of locks. So here we have four types, right? Accordingly, there are four types of locks. Shade lock. Shade lock means which is applied on the select statement. That is table level lock. Shade lock is applied on the select statement. Generally, whenever we write queries, right? Best practice I'm telling, but not required now. We say with no lock. This is best practice. Okay. To get the data faster. To get the data faster, people use this, but not required now. Earlier days, very olden days, we used to use that, but now not required. So that is table level lock. That is called as shade lock, or also called as select lock. Next, update lock. These are applied on the update statements. Whenever you update, internally SQL Server will take care of adding that update lock. Okay. Exclusive lock. Exclusive lock. It's applied on any DML statement. It could be on insert, or it could be on update, or it could be on delete. Once exclusive lock is applied on one transaction, then we need to wait until it is completed in order to start another transaction. Got it? Exclusive lock, if it is applied on one transaction, other transactions has to wait to complete with go with the next transaction. Exclusive
That
lock.
means exclusive need to take some time for completion.
What is it?
That means for the exclusive
Ah,
lock, it takes time for the completion.
See, usually every task will take time. Okay. Even update statement might execute fastly, insert statement might execute fastly. It doesn't mean that it will take time, but when it is executing, it will not allow other transaction to start. Okay. You got it? It could take even less than a
Okay,
minute,
sir.
but other transaction parallelly cannot be started. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. This is taken internally within SQL Server. We don't need to worry. Next, intent lock, the last one. So the transaction applying lock, one at high level, one at low level. So that high level could be database level, low level could be table level, or high level could be table level, low level could be row level or page level, like that. Okay. So high level means any in this sequence, anything high level. Low level could be if it is this and if it is this also okay, if it is this and if it is this also okay, or if it is this and if it is this or this also okay. Okay. So high level is the hierarchy table or database or whatever, and low level is row level. Low level is the row level. So SQL Server internally contains the lock manager. I told you, right? SQL Server internally contains a lock manager to monitor the lock information. If you want to see the lock information, we have a stored procedure sp underscore lock. Okay. If you run sp underscore lock, it will show what locks are applied at what level. Okay. On the server, it means that when the server, if you are executing on the server, it means that server is being used by multiple users. So whenever you apply SP lock, you can see the logs applied on the queries which are even queried by other users hitting the server. Got it?
Yes, sir. So that's you wrote there share lock AX, update lock U, exclusive AX, and intent lock I. That's for short
Shortcut.
term. That's any meaning for this or?
Shortcut. It's a
Mm,
shortcut.
okay, sir.
Shared log means yes. Exclusive log means X. Update log for U. Intent log I. Again, these are all theoretical for your interview purpose. For practical, I told you internally log manager will be there which will take care of it. If you want to see the logs which are applied on the server by multiple users, you can use sp underscore lock. Are you clear about consistency?
Yes, sir, little bit.
Go through it once. I'll wait. Isolation. One transaction failure should not affect the other transactions in the system. Basically, isolation in the SQL server ensures that the transactions are coming sequentially, one after one. It ensures that the dependence, one transaction is not going to cause failure of other transaction. It ensures that the transaction is separated from each transaction. All the transactions are separated. No transactions depending on other transactions. That is what SQL Server takes care of. Okay, that is isolation property. Next, durability. So durability is very simple. You insert a data to the table, it gets saved permanently. That's all. Durability means once you are entering data, it ensures that it is saved data permanently to the table. Okay, clear? See, transaction means what? Now I have executed this select statement. This is a transaction to SQL Server, correct? It might be a query for you, but it's a transaction to SQL Server. SQL Server takes your query, runs your query, pulls you the data and show you the data, correct? I'll tell you like this now. Now, you go to shop or else you go to supermarket. You buy something and come. For supermarket, it's a transaction, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
It's a transaction for the supermarket. For you, you are buying goods for your daily needs, that is different. But for supermarket, whatever any customer do, that's a transaction. Similarly, here also, whatever queries we write, whatever select statements, insert statements, update statements, delete statements, or whatever queries we write, it is a transaction to SQL Server. It's a small unit of work. You are querying and you are completing it. Okay, you got it now? What is transaction? Agreed. What is transaction? Are you clear now? Transaction is a small unit of work which you are applying on SQL Server to get your output. Okay. Now, this transaction follows asset properties. So you have multiple insert statements. Okay. So now I'll execute all of this, but somewhere this is failing. So when this fails, everything will fail. Whatever got inserted will go to the previous state and your table will not have any changes because this got failed. Not only the one, this execution stops here. It won't execute this, but whatever already executed also gets cancelled. Gets cancelled and your data is not affecting to the table. Whatever inserted, it is called as rollback. This is a transaction. All you are executing, this is a transaction. Under this transaction, these are multiple operations. Any one operation fail, all the transactions fail. It is going to roll back. Are you clear now? Are you clear about this
Yes, sir.
statement where I said all operations are successful, then only transaction is successful. Any one operation fail, your transaction is failed. Agree with this?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. Okay. Next. That is the first one. Atomicity means that only. Atomicity means every operation should be successful, then only transaction is successful. That is the first option. Asset properties. Next is consistency. So now you are writing update statements, delete statements, insert statements. So how SQL Server ensures that that is properly executed and ensures that other resources or other users of that database are not affecting the data, affecting the system. So consistency ensures we are sending the right data, and there is a log manager which will log the queries to ensure that there is a right data coming. Okay. That log manager applies logs at multiple levels. Table level it will apply, database level it will apply, row level it will apply, and page level it will apply. Can we see that? Yes, we can see using sp_log procedure, but in my server there are no any other users. I am the only one, correct? So in your project server where there are multiple users logged in, they can see whenever you execute the sp_log, you can see other people queries and their no lock also, applied lock on top of it also. Okay, so I'll try to get to some example. So you can see. You see, you ask right. This is shared lock. This exclusive lock. What is this? I guess I'm not sure. Just a moment. Session 54 has a shared lock or has an exclusive lock and an index key, which is actually the book. How come this is? 54 is having exclusive lock, you can see here. Okay. 54 is having exclusive lock, even shared lock, you can see here. 54 is having exclusive lock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. 4 is having exclusive lock on the key column. On the database level. See, this is on the database level. This is on the table level. This is on the page level. You got it? Fifty-five if you see, 55 is trying to is on the database level. Okay. Fifty-five is on database level. You can see that. No, see, but the problem is I cannot show my system doesn't have any. I'll show you. I think these are standard output. Are you getting the same output? Can you check, Sandeep?
Yeah, I got the same output, but in my one row only, not multiple row. You should have multiple row. Yeah.
So because I don't have any queries, it is showing this. Okay. That's why I got this example where you'll have real time.
Yeah. Okay. So,
It's not explained. But according to my knowledge, if you see 54 is having multiple locks at multiple tables. I mean, at multiple levels. Table level you have, database level you have, page level you have, and Primary key level also you have, that is exclusive lock. Okay.
Yeah. So we
Exclusive
are
lock, when
going
you are going to
to
update, when you are going to apply, it is applied on the update or insert or delete transactions, and you can see the same DB ID is also mentioned. Object ID is also same for page level and key level and table level also. Yes, tell me.
I mean,
Yes,
we are
yes.
going to apply this, right? During our
No,
no, we are not
no,
going to.
no. DBS take care of this. Okay.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. We can only view.
Yes, that's all. We can only view.
Okay.
So,
Then what is the
so I told about
significance?
shared lock, update lock, exclusive lock, and one more I told. What is it? Shared lock, exclusive intent lock. I told. Okay.
In short, I think in
So
short.
there is some other intent lock is shared across IS, IU, IX, means IS is a intent lock on shared on select statement, intent lock on update statement, intent lock on any DML statement, insert, update, delete. So there is shared also, shared M also. This is called a schema modification. Schema modification means alter statements. Okay. SCL, schema stability. I don't know this. Ensures a schema element. So these are not for us, but yeah. So standard, I told you, right? Shared, update, exclusive, or intent locks. Intent lock is across these three. Intent lock can be across these three. It can be at any level, right? At high level, at low level. That's why it is across these three. Okay. Got some idea? So you are clear about consistency. Lock manager, it will take care of the data is consistent. It ensures that the correct data is sent to the transaction. Clear about consistency?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Isolation ensures that every transaction is independent. There is no any dependency between the transactions, so that one transaction failure should not affect other transactions. Are you clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Clear.
Durability. Durability is once it is entered to the database, once it is inserted to the database, it is saved permanently. Are you clear? Committed. Committed means saved. Are you clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Committed means saving the data permanently to the table. Rollback means getting, there is no change in the data. I mean, let's say there is a table, 10 records are there. If you are trying to insert 10 record, another 5 records and rollback happen means table does not affect. It will have only 10 records. Okay. Whereas commit 5 records means it is going to affect 10 plus 5, 15 records. Rollback is going to the previous position, no changes to the table. Okay. Clear, everyone?
Clear.
Moving on, types of transactions. So till now we discussed transaction and the asset properties, how it works internally for every query we execute. Now types of transactions. Till now we have used implicit transaction. Implicit transaction means whenever you execute, you are giving the control to SQL Server to make it a fail or to success, to save the data to the database or to fail saving the data to the database. Implicit transactions are the transactions where SQL Server verifies and automatically saves the data to the database or rollbacks the data from inserting or updating. Okay. Implicit transaction, till now whatever we did, we write an insert statement, just execute. It saves successfully to the table, or if any syntax issues or values are wrong, it will say failed. We have to fix it and we are executing. It is automatically getting committed to the table. Correct? Till now, we didn't use any extra keywords. Just write insert statement, update statement, delete statement. Whenever we execute, it is automatically saving the data to the database. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
These are called as, till now, whatever we have done are called as implicit transactions. Whatever we have done till now are called as implicit transaction where we are executing command and giving the control to SQL server. Boss, you take care of the transaction, whether it is successful. Okay, say rows are affected or so and so. Failure, throw the error message, I'll fix it. That is implicit transaction. Next is explicit transaction. I am telling to SQL server, boss, you relax. Let me take care of my code. Let me take care of my transaction. I'll only check whether it is successful or not. If it is failure, I'm going to fix it. It will throw an error. I'm writing a logic. If it is failing, I'm going to fix it. If it is successful, then I say transaction is successful. Give control to you. You commit it. Of course, we write a commit statement. You are telling SQL server everything is good. You save it to the database. Okay. Explicit transaction allows developers to perform the operations in a single transaction, group of operations, single transaction. Whereas implicit transaction, you are giving control to SQL server to do it automatically, save or rollback. To perform explicit transaction, we use TCL. We use transaction control language. Are you clear till now? I'll move on to the next step.
Yes, sir.
Implicit transaction, explicit transaction. These are interview questions. What are types of transactions? So you have to answer implicit, explicit, and explain. Or they may ask what is implicit transaction, because many of people don't remember these terminologies. They keep working on the transactions, but they don't know whether it is an explicit or implicit transaction. So they directly ask implicit transaction. They don't ask explicit mostly. Implicit means we generally don't think, generally won't keep mind while executing the queries. That's why they ask what is implicit transaction. Explicit means explicitly we are taking control. Implicit means by default SQL server is taking control. Okay, clear?
Yeah.